It began with an unknown entity detailing the origins of Earth. He described its isolation, the impact that reshaped the planet, and humanity's rise. Calling itself the Center, it declared that Earth had to be purged of humans. The writer of the manuscript, called The Last Story, takes his own life. At the close of the Korean War, U.S. Air Force pilot Hal Jordan and his wingman, Kyle Ace Morgan, were attacked. Hal was shot down and forced to kill a North Korean soldier. The experience left him traumatized. In Gotham Observatory, a Martian named John Johns was accidentally teleported to Earth by Dr. Saul Erdel, who died from the shock. Unable to return to Mars, Joan took on Erdel's identity. Superman met Wonder Woman in Vietnam, where she liberated a group of women and then allowed them to execute their captors. He reminded her of public distrust toward heroes, the Justice Society's disbandment, and my status as a fugitive. Wonder Woman stood by her actions and later left for Paradise Island. Superman later confides in Lois Lane about his concerns. Joan observed Earth through television and assumed a detective persona. Meanwhile, in Las Vegas, Hal Jordan and Ace Morgan visited a casino where Iris West was interviewing singer Buddy Blake. Captain Cold attempted a robbery, forcing Barry Allen, the Flash, to intervene. Cold revealed 6 cryogenic bombs, but Flash deduced one was a decoy and stopped him. Before Cold lost consciousness, he was briefly possessed by the Center, questioning Flash's speed before leaving. In the desert, Ace offered Hal a job at Ferris Aircraft. Carol Ferris explained that Hal's training was part of a government mission to send a manned spacecraft to Mars, overseen by Agent King Faraday. Joan joined the Gotham City Police Department, rising to the rank of detective. While investigating a cult kidnapping, he encountered me. The cult worshipped the Center. When fire weakened Joan, I rescued the child. The boy was afraid of me, but Joan calmed him, earning my trust. The cult leader, possessed, warned of judgment. At Ferris Aircraft, Hal trained under Colonel Rick Flagg. Their approaches clashed. Meanwhile, I confronted Joan, revealing I knew his true nature and his vulnerability to fire. I proposed an alliance against the growing cult. In Central City, Flash defeats a robotic gorilla Grodd, but was pursued by government agents. He escaped, but considered retirement. Joan interrogated Harry Leiter, a former Ferris employee influenced by the Center, and learned of the Mars mission. Disillusioned, John planned to stow away on the rocket. Before leaving, he visited me, revealing he had deduced my identity. I told him not everyone had the luxury of leaving Earth. As Joan boarded the rocket, Faraday confronted him. Joan overpowered him but saved his life from the rocket's exhaust before collapsing. The rocket malfunctioned. Flagg revealed it carried WMDs and detonated it. Superman rescued Hal. Joan remained in custody voluntarily. Superman condemned his treatment. On Paradise Island, Wonder Woman trained but sensed a disturbance. The Center was approaching. Abin Sur, a Green Lantern, crash-landed on Earth, mortally wounded. He passed his ring to Hal, warning of the Center. In the Batcave, Superman examined Joan's research. Robin was present. At Cape Canaveral, a pterodactyl attack signaled the Center's arrival. Superman defeated it, but Wonder Woman crash-landed, warning of the Center before losing consciousness. Faraday's interactions with Joan restored some of his faith in humanity. He embraced the identity of the Martian Manhunter. The Center, a massive floating island, attacked Florida, releasing mutated dinosaurs. Heroes and the military fought back. Superman's reconnaissance mission ended in his defeat. His effort inspired others. I recruited Ray Palmer, whose shrinking technology became key. Flash would shrink the center while others distracted it. The battle began. I was alongside Green Arrow while the Blackhawks provided air support. Faraday's ground forces suffered losses. John was overwhelmed by the center's psychic attack. Faraday sacrificed himself by detonating grenades inside a dinosaur's mouth, breaking the center's hold on John. Wonder Woman and John turned the tide.
All of you, fight on!
Hal and Ace entered the center's core. Its defenses made navigation difficult. Hal's ring activated, guiding him. Ace detonated his payload, but was saved by Hal, now fully accepting his role as Green Lantern. Flash, reassured by Joan, ran across the center, shrinking it. In a last attempt to reach land, it moved forward. Hal contained it with green energy and hurled it into space, where it exploded. The world recognized the heroes. Hal achieved his dream of flying into space. Superman, presumed dead, was rescued by someone from an underwater kingdom. The Justice League formed and a new era begun.